Passions to Purpose is a youth entrepreneurs program that teaches young people how to identify their passion and then use that as a launching point.
It was created by 15-year-old Jordyn Wright, and so far she has mentored more than 60 young people and hosted 17 youth entrepreneurs at an annual summer convention. And she's also one of the 2023 Prudential Emerging Visionaries Grand Prize winners. Jordyn is joining us this morning to give us all the how-to on how to do it. Jordyn, thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Congratulations on getting this Emerging Visionaries Grand Prize. That's incredible.
Yes, it was super exciting.
So tell us about this entrepreneurship program that you're teaching others how to create a business.
Yes, ma'am. So like she said, my program is called Passion to Purpose Youth Entrepreneurship Program, and I teach kids how to start their own businesses as well as basic financial literacy concepts. And so far, I've served over 85 students. And I work with schools and local organizations to provide 4 to 6 week programs as well as custom ones based on the community organizations. But yeah, so far I've served over 85 students and I'm super excited to see
Can we add she's 15?
You're right. Now you're not just out there passing out information.
No.
I mean, this is from experience.
Yes.
Because you've actually done it.
Yes.
And it's not often we get to meet a teenager who started their own business.
Right.
So I don't even know where to begin. Can you tell people about the business you have and how that got started?
Yeah, so my first business is called Gabriel Handmade Goods, and I make handmade bath and beauty products for people with sensitive skin. So I make soaps, bath bombs, lip balms, and more, and they're all made with natural ingredients. And I actually started because I had eczema when I was younger, and so I couldn't buy a lot of the products that I wanted. So the products that I could get were they were kind of boring. You know, I wanted colorful stuff, sparkly stuff, but I couldn't get those. So I started making my own, and my parents, they helped push me to turn it into a business. And now here I am. And I wrote my book called The Clean Truth About Starting a Business for Teens. Yes, this is my book right here.
But so you solved your own problem.
Yes, I did. It definitely starts with the problem and with the passion, definitely. And I'm so glad that I did. I took the leap of faith and turn it into a business. Because at first I wasn't going to turn it into a business, but then with support from my parents and community, I did. So.
And that's huge, the support that you need, right? Because you can start with the idea and you can start with that passion, but then in our case, if the parents are like, cut it out. You're not going to make slime and sell it to the neighborhood kids for money. What are you thinking? But your parents, nurtured your passion and your idea. So what would you say to families that have young entrepreneurs budding?
Yeah, I think that definitely, it's good to let them explore their passions. And sometimes it can be difficult to take young kids seriously because, their passions are changing. But entrepreneurship is all about exploring your passions and finding out what it is that you want to do. So I just say, take them seriously. I know that there's a lot of youth entrepreneurs who start out super young. I know one as young as 4 years old. And so just let them explore and see what they can do because it could turn something really big.
How did you approach your parents with the idea? I mean, you told us in the commercial break both your parents are entrepreneurs, so maybe you kind of knew that they would appreciate it. But how did you bring the idea to the table?
Yeah, so actually it was my parents who were like, maybe you should turn this into a business. Well, we were actually both kind of thinking of it because I was giving it to my friends and family and then my church as well. And so it kind of started out that way. And then I was getting a lot of encouragement from different people, from my friends and family, saying that I should turn into a business. And at first I was kind of nervous about it because I didn't have an experience with that, but they kind of pushed me to do it. And I actually started going around in my neighborhood with a tray of soaps and knocking on people's doors.
Is that right? Door to door, huh? That's old school.
Yes. Yeah, but I'm super glad that I did it. I was really nervous at first, but I'm super glad that I did it and I got that support from my community.
Would you say that being on social media and having kind of that avenue as well has helped you more? Like your generation is so tech savvy, right? You guys can make something and then put it online and then get more eyes on it. Would you say that that's made a difference?
Yeah, social media has of course made a huge difference. Of course, not just for finding my customers, but also exposure as well. I know that sometimes, even for teens, social media can be difficult, but if you are a teen and you have a business, you need to get on social media because you're going to reach so many people, even people in different states, different countries, so definitely get on social media.
Is that one of the ingredients in your book about starting a business? Because I love the way you put this book together. It's almost like a recipe book for a young person if they wanted to start a business. Is that fair?
Yes, sir.
So
definitely.
how'd you come up with that idea?
Yeah, so it all came from the idea, it's starting the clean truth about starting a business for teens. And so it's kind of based off having a recipe for soaps as well as lotions and things of that nature. So that's kind of where that idea came from.
Okay.
And you You also, Jordyn, obviously give back when you mentor others and teach them. So how important is that to you to be able to, you know, you're so young, you have such a future ahead of you, but even now you want to help others. Tell me about that.
Yeah, volunteering and helping others is such a huge part of what I do. I know that my community has helped me in so many different ways, and of course giving back is super important to me, but I see volunteering as like not like a job, but as an opportunity, because I get to use my talents to see problems that I see in my community and help to fix those problems and help to make things better in my community, as well as serving other youth entrepreneurs. So it's super important to me.
So obviously young people can get their hands on the book, but
Yes.
what if they want to take part in the program or maybe have you as a mentor?
Yes, definitely. So usually what I do is I do my program through schools and community organizations. So if you did want my program in your school or in a community organization, definitely reach out to them, reach out to administrators, PTA and things of that nature to see if we can get my program in your school as well.
Where do you have time? You are so great.
Thank you.
You are so great. All right, Jordyn, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Do you have a website where folks can?
Yes, I do. You can find more information about JBRL HMG at jbrlhmg.com. And if you want to find out more information about Passion and Purpose, you can go to p2pyouth.com.
All right, Jordyn.
pdpyouth.com. All
What's
right.
next? What's the next business, do you think?
Well, I don't have a next business in mind. Well, I do want to go to school to get a degree to pursue dermatology. But I want to open my own dermatology firm as well as go into skincare through JBRL. So
It all fits, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love
It's
it.
in you. That's great.
I love
That
the
is
inspiration of turning a problem, right? Turning your problem into your passion, maybe.
Yes,
and
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
So
such an
unique. It's beautiful.
inspiration.
Thank you
Jordyn
so
Wright,
much.
thank you so much for joining us.
thank you for having me.